Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at one of my favorite triangle setups. I think it's one of the highest percentage triangle setups or submission setups in all of Jiu-Jitsu for a basic player or a more advanced player, it doesn't matter. From the guard, applies really well to MMA, but we're going to look more at a Jiu-Jitsu situation where Steve's got his posture here. We're going to grab behind the elbows here, and we're going to pull out wide, but when I pull out, I don't have the strength against a bigger guy. What I need to do, when I pull out, notice, relax for 1 sec. When I pull out, Steve's wrist starts bending back a bit. When I sit up though, his wrist also starts bending back. When I do them both together, here, try to hold it. His wrist gets bent back so far he can't maintain that, and we can break his posture. Now we're gonna grab the neck and wrap over the arm. A lot of people only grab the arm, but now Steve can just sit up and rip out here. When I have the head, he can't rip out. From here, we're going to think of a basic elbow knee escape or mount escape, elbow escape from mount, performing that escape on Steve's arm. So we're going to get our hips out, we're going to bring our elbow to our thigh. Now if we were in mount and this was Steve's leg, we're just going to bring our knee up as we push our elbow out here, and now we trap his tricep. From here, keeping this leg on his back, we're going to push our shin into his shoulder as we slide the wrist or the hand down to his wrist. From here, we're going to thread the needle. Just push his hand away and weave this over top, this leg over top. Now notice if I'm on my back, threading the needle is really uncomfortable, but if I'm on my side here, there's a lot more space for me. From here, we've got the basic recipe for a triangle, one arm in, one arm out. I'm just going to cross my ankles and we'll look, and then I'm going to, finish my triangle. We'll look at those details in a second, but let's take a look one more time. So here, Steve's got good posture. We grab those elbows, sit up as we pull out. From here, we hold, wrap over the arm. Get our hips out. Elbow comes inside Steve's arm. We're going to bring our knee up as we push out and trap his wrist. We don't want, or trap his tricep. We don't want him to just yank out. From here, we're going to push into him, into his shoulder, slide down to his wrist, push away, come over top his shoulder. And now, the way I like to finish my triangle, we're going to lift our hips all the way up. Why? This raises his elbow. If we're down here and he keeps all his weight on his elbow, I can't get it across. But even if he keeps all his weight there and I lift, that raises it. I pull it across. I prefer with this arm, like a palm down arm drag. And now I don't just relax my hips, I bring my knees to my chest, pulling him in. I hold the head with both hands, and now I'm going to grab my shin. What this does is, when I let go of the head, if Steve tries to lift, here he's still kind of stuck. If I just start moving and I don't have my shin, he's going to be able to get out of my triangle. One of the keys to finishing your triangle is getting a good angle. Okay, so a lot of people will try to finish here, and you can, and it's good, but highest percentage is to really get 90 degrees to your partner. So a few things we're going to do for that. We're going to get what I call a third arm. We're going to reach inside his leg as we use the opposite foot to get our hips out. So we're just going to keep turning until we get 90 degrees. Now I could finish my triangle here and it would be pretty strong. But inevitably, when you turn 90 degrees, space gets created inside this knee. So one thing I like to do to take away that space is I'll switch from my shin to his head and then I'll straighten this leg. Once the leg is straight, I'll push that straight leg into his neck and clamp down. From here, so I've taken the space away on the inside of the neck. From here, I'll bring the second leg on top, not of my foot here, because you can see a lot of space here, but onto the shin here. Now, one thing that's going to make your legs and your triangle a lot stronger is to flex your feet. So bring your toes towards your knees. This is going to make your feet heavy like the head of a hammer. And now when your heels come to your butt, here you start getting a lot of pressure into that triangle. The last details, and you notice you'll often tap your partner before you use every detail, but that's just good technique. It's not a bad thing to aim for. So we're here. The last things we want to do to finish the triangle, so we'll loosen it up a bit. We flex those feet, heels to the butt, lift the hips and pull down on the head here. Pulling down on the head not only keeps their posture down, but it kind of compresses everything in the choke. When they already feel that pressure, they're in a bad spot. So one last time really quick. We're here, we sit up, pull out, wrap over, hold, hips come out, free our knee, slide to the wrist, thread the needle. We've got the triangle recipe. Hips come up all the way, pull the arm across, come down, hold the head, or go direct to the shin. Foot to the hip, hips come out, third arm. Keep getting the hips out, and now hold the head, reclamp, second leg on top, flex the feet, heels to the butt, and lift the hips as you pull down.